Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Hope you're doing fantastic. And today we're going to be taking a look at some humanitarian daily rations. These are rations made by the United States government, and they are generally given out by our military. And they're given mostly abroad, but they also do get them domestically during, like storms or natural disasters, things of that nature. We're also going to try at sort of random. We're going to pick one of these freeze-dried options from Peak Refuel. So we're going to kind of, spice it up a little bit. So yeah. If you're not subscribed to the channel, hit the subscribe button, ring the notification bell so you do get notified when I upload new content. And with that, friends, let's do it. All right, so these humanitarian daily rations, or HDRs as they're known, they are produced by the same manufacturers that make our military version MREs. Now, this particular case, I was actually found it at Sportsman's Guide. I will have a link to them in the description box of this video if you want to purchase one of these cases. And they had them for around $45 a case. Now, the quantities, and if they're in stock or not, that's kind of hit or miss because, as they get them in, they'll sell them. Generally, they sell out pretty quick. But as of the recording of this video, they did have some. So, in the same sort of sense that these are like military produced rations, you're going to see a whole lot of similarities, of course, other than the pink bag or whatever color you think this is. It looks kind of pink to me. But as you can see here, it says on it that this is a humanitarian daily ration. This is menu number 3. And it says this is a food gift from the people of the United States of America. So, yeah, so when they drop these on someone's head in a different country, they know they're getting fed by the good old people over here in the US of A. So, let's see. We got menu number 3, menu number 2. And I've done absolutely zero research to see what, how these menus differentiate. Although I do know that for the most part, all of these menus really do not contain chicken, beef, or pork because, they drop them in other countries with certain dietary restrictions because of their religious beliefs. So generally, all of these are going to be some type of bean type entree with a bunch of other, snacks and stuff like that. And like I said, we're going to open one of these and we'll check it out. So I don't know if this go through the whole gamut of numerals but we got 2 number 1s. We got 2 menu number 1s. We got, let's see, menu number 5. Okay. Menu number 5. And menu number 4. So there's 2 more. So we got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Okay, so this is not a case of 12. This is only a case of 10. Right, did I count that correctly? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Yes, 10. And we've got 3. I think they just do pretty much like MREs. They'll give you duplicates of the same one. So we got 2 1s. We got, what is this, 3. We got 2 3s. Come on, where's my 2s at? Okay, we got 2, yeah. So basically we got menus 1 through 5. So we're going to have to figure out which one of these that we're going to open to take a look at. And then we have to open our Peak Refuel Basecamp and pick a meal out of that. Now to do that, I'm going to have an actual friend of mine join me because generally my taste for all this stuff it's not the best. I don't have the most sensitive palate, and generally I think a lot of this stuff all tastes nasty. Just my personal opinion. It's not fine dining cuisine, but if I was starving or if I was getting chased by zombies, dude, I would scarf all this stuff down in a heartbeat. So with that, I'm going to bring my friend up and I'm going to let him actually pick, and then we're going to open that case and we're going to choose one of those meals to kind of combine with this, and we're going to give it a try. So here we go. All right, so this is my temporary co-host, and you guys are not going to believe this, but his name is actually Brad. So now it's Brad. So now, yeah. So if you yell in the comment section down below, if you got any criticisms against Brad, just know it's not going to be to me. I'm going to assume that you're talking about him, not me. Okay, so just keep that in mind.
Yeah, it's my first time here, so I'll actually take that. So thanks for having me on the show, Brad.
Yeah, okay. Okay, so we've been looking at these HDRs, and the issue that me and him both picked up on is the fact that, like MREs, they will actually have printed on there what the main menu entree is. These don't. These just all say either menu 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So literally, what I'm going to do, I'm going to let my buddy Brad, I'm just going to let him pick one. And then we will talk about this Basecamp from Oatmeals. So which one do you think you want to try to open?
Yeah, I thought about it, and I like the way number 3
Okay.
looks like it's packaged. So I think we're going to try number 3.
Yeah, and literally, as we're sitting here looking at them, like some are a little fatter than others, like between number 3 and number 4. Like this one being number 4, it looks like it's a little wider. So I don't know, maybe I'm pretty sure, you know, these things are obviously, because there's 5 menus, they're not all the same. So obviously there's some difference, but like I said, you can go probably to Steve, go to his channel, and he will probably give you a breakdown of what the menus are in actual all of these, if you're interested.
All right, so with the Peak, I actually wound up buying this a couple months ago. Got it from Sportsman's Warehouse, so the price may be different a little bit now, but it was $149.99 when I got it. And then we got our flavors. We've got breakfast skillet, strawberry granola, beef pasta marinara, chicken Alfredo pasta, home-style chicken and rice, and beef stroganoff. So with that,
And he's going to actually pick which one of these entrees we eat, since, you know, he did buy it and he paid for it. So that's a nice thing to be.
let's get her opened up.
And unlike the HDRs, where the actual entree is going to be prepackaged, ready to eat, these are freeze dried, so these are going to require, you know, some addition of water and then, you know, reconstituting it.
Okay, one of each. Take a look at them.
I'm gonna tell you, man, the chicken Alfredo pasta actually, at least the picture actually looks good. So yeah, and it's amazing the presentation. Do you think the you know, when you actually make it, it looks like this? Because I watch a whole lot of other YouTubers that do these taste tests and stuff, and yeah, it's funny to hear what they end up having to say about a lot of these freeze dried products. Although I will say I do have some Mountain House back here, and generally the Mountain House breakfast, you can never go wrong with it. So what you think?
I don't know. So I know a lot of people do. So with these, most of the time it's really hard to go wrong with breakfast. So we don't want to pick the best one. I want to pick the worst one. And I actually think the homestyle chicken and rice probably looks the worst.
Yeah, I'll say that's pretty fair, because generally the breakfast skillet, at least from what I've seen, the breakfast skillets are really, very, very comparable, and generally speaking, they're not bad. They're generally good. So yeah, that's actually a good connection there to make. And believe it or not, the chicken Alfredo pasta, it actually looks good. I will say, like looking at this actually looks good, and the beef pasta marinara, it actually looks good too. So yeah, I would say that is about the nastiest one. I can say that I probably wouldn't want to eat that one either. Okay.
Which he's not gonna.
Yeah. Well, no. To be fair, I'm not going to eat it, but I will try it.
Fair enough.
Because if you go back in my channel, I have a video, and I will kind of let the cat out of the bag on this one. I actually tried some of the MRE pizza, and I tried a Bridgeford, a Sterling Foods, and then I think an Oatmeal. All the same, MRE pizza. They're all disgusting. They're all nasty. I understand that if you've been out and you're starving, maybe your brain can like trick you and say, oh man, this is actually really good pizza. If you've never tried one and you're wondering about it, man, just go to eBay or go to Amazon and buy one and just try it for yourself. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to say anything else. Okay, so we're going to do menu number 3 on this HDR. So what we'll do, we'll go ahead and open this bad boy up and see what we got. Because I'm actually curious, because I know that sometimes they have really good cookies that are in these. And that's actually what I'm more excited about than anything. Man. And it doesn't say peelable seal, so I don't think they meant for these to be open that way. But it's all good. I got a knife. All right. All right. Okay, these are all the contents. I'll just throw it over there. All right, so what are you going to be eating? Vegetable barley stew. That doesn't sound that bad. Doesn't sound that bad. So yeah, that's what we got. And when I will say, when I bought this case, at least it said anyway. Well, I was assuming that it was going to be pretty fresh. So let's see. And I'm believing this is 2019, the 67th day of 2019. So yeah, it's not that fresh, but it's MREs is not that old either. So we should be good on that.
Unfrosted toaster pastry, brown sugar.
Yeah.
You got a Pop-Tart.
Got a Pop-Tart. Okay, and then we got a side with this one. This is just rice with vegetables. I don't know if that's going to come in or not. Probably not, because that writing is very small. And again, this is from 2019, the 63rd day, so literally a couple days apart. So yeah.
I'm going to let you read that one, because I think that's the one you're excited for.
Shortbread cookie. Well, as long as it doesn't say it's trans fat free, because I don't know. I want the trans fat. I want the stuff that's bad for you, because that makes it taste the best.
Yeah, that's a staple in all MREs, just about peanut butter.
Yeah, but what size is it? Is it 1 ounce?
Yep.
Yeah, it's the 1 ounce. Well, okay, actually, this is what I'm excited about. This is a oatmeal cookie. These things are actually good. They're actually good.
You got overloaded on the sugar, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Vegetable crackers.
Vegetable crackers. Okay, and let's see. They give us information cards for both of the entree and the side, or however you want to look at it. And it's actually printed there. It says HDR. And of course, Humanitarian Daily Ration. It says vegetable barley stew, food gift from the people of the United States of America. And this is a 8.5 ounce portion, or 241 grams. And then it just gives you a list of a little bit of food and a whole lot of chemicals. And they give you another one for the rice and vegetables as well, if you want to check that out. And it says the same thing. It's just, other than, yeah, just for that. It says it contains soy, and then this one says it may contain wheat. So there you go. And these two entrees were provided by Sopaco. Like I said, this is going to be a company that does make their stuff for the genuine military MRE. So this is going to be the same stuff that you're going to find in a regular military version of this particular meal. So, okay, so we got some vegetable crackers, and we got some peanut butter for them. Or wait, we got some jam too. Okay. Strawberry jam. Okay, so apparently you're going to get down vegetable crackers with strawberry jam. That just don't sound right. It sounds like you would want regular crackers with strawberry jam. What would you put strawberry jam on in this? Would you put it on the crackers, or would you put it on one of the cookies maybe?
You know what? If I'm hungry enough, I'm going to put it on everything.
There you go. Put it on. Hey, you're hungry enough? Yeah, just mix all of it up and put it on everything.
Neither one of these found that great, so I may put some strawberry jam in these and just mix it up.
Okay, and the accessory kit that we get has your standard stuff. It's going to have, they give you some matches. It's kind of interesting. Oh, and another side note, there is no flameless ration heater. So these things are meant to be ate straight out of the pouches, or to be eaten, rather, straight out of the pouches. But we'll probably not torturing. We'll actually heat both of the entrees up. But that's just something to be aware of, that there is no flameless ration heater included like there would be in a military version. We have 2 sugars. We have a salt and pepper. We have crushed red pepper. We have a wet nap. We have your standard MRE spoon, a napkin. And what's interesting, they gave us sugar, but we got no coffee. Or wait a minute, what is this? Crushed red pepper. Are you serious? No coffee? Then what are we supposed to use? What are we using the sugar for if there's no coffee? Literally, there's no coffee.
Add some taste to the food.
I guess so. Spice the food up. There you go. Okay, so this is what you get in this particular, what menu was it?
3?
Yeah, it was number 3. Okay, so this is the HDR menu number 3. This is all the contents that you get. And yeah, it's a fair amount of food. I mean, let's see. Both of the entrees give you, the rice and vegetables give you 340 calories. The vegetable barley stew gives you 310 calories, 310. And then you got your cookie, you got the shortbread cookie, you got the oatmeal cookie, which the oatmeal cookie gives you 240 calories. So shortbread cookie gives you 290, and the Pop-Tart
210 on the Pop-Tart,
and 170. So yeah, you're getting a decent amount of food, a decent amount of calories out of this. So let's look at the peak refuel. Okay, the peak refuel is what? It's rocking 370 calories. Now, is this a single portion?
Yeah, that's a half package is 370, so a total in this is 740.
Okay, so this is 2 servings.
Yep.
Okay, so we got 2 servings here of this particular food. Now, what we're going to do, again, through some editing wizardry, we are going to heat up these two mains, we are going to go ahead and get some hot water in this entree, and we are going to heat it up and then come back and we'll plate everything and we will try it. So yeah, we'll cut it right now. All right, so we have all of these entrees now. We took the two main entrees out of the humanitarian ration, heated them up, and then we have reconstituted, actually longer than what was recommended. I think it was what?
10 minutes.
10 minutes. Okay, we went over 10 minutes because we wanted to make sure everything got really good and the water really got back in there so there's no crunchy bits. But when we opened the HDR, not having a flameless ration heater means that you're eating these two entrees cold. But they did give you matches. Now, my theory on the matches, after having thought about it for a second, if these are going to be dropped in like a war-torn or a distressed area, perhaps the most common sense thing, maybe the matches are just to make a fire, just to keep warm. Not necessarily maybe for cooking, maybe, or maybe they assume maybe you have some utensils and pots and stuff, and maybe you could heat them up that way. But I don't know. It's just it was a very weird observation to make that they would give you like sugar, right?
Yeah.
With no coffee, but they would give you, matches. It kind of threw me for a loop, and that's what the comment section's for. Go down in there and let me know what you think about that. That kind of observation about this HDR setup, how they chose the particular contents. But like I said, anyway, we got these heated up, and do you want to show that first?
Sure.
Okay.
So we got these little plates because we want to make sure y'all can see what it looks like, because it didn't look appetizing when it was before it was heated. So let's see what she looks like.
And this is going to be the same process for most all of these freeze-dry type entrees where, you're just going to put some hot water in. Make sure when you put the water in, don't just seal the bag up. Make sure you take the oxygen absorber out, and also kind of get in the corners of the gussets of the bag, because you'll get food sometimes that'll get in there and water won't get to it. So when you stir it up, you'll still get some crunchy bits in there. So just kind of make a note of that.
Yeah, it actually doesn't look too bad once you get it out and get it.
Actually, it doesn't look that. Actually, it kind of looks like the picture a little bit, kind of, sort of, maybe not. I don't know.
I don't think it looks anything like the picture, but
yeah, don't look anything like the picture.
This looks better.
I'll tell you,
than
grab your
picture.
fork. Okay, this is what, and it's steaming. So yeah, so that's what she looks like, reconstituted, ready to go, and it looks like there's a lot of chicken bits in there.
Yeah, carrots, seed mushrooms. There's a lot of chicken in it.
Right. I don't know, for some reason my nose is plugged up. How does it smell? Does it smell like?
It smells good. It does smell like chicken and vegetables, so it doesn't smell bad. Probably be better with the salt and pepper. We're gonna go ahead and dive in.
Yeah, go ahead and try it.
He's not gonna try it.
I'll try some.
There we go. I think
I got my drink, so
that's what they all wanted to see anyway. All right, so you got to make sure you get some.
I'm curious to try a piece of the chicken, so.
You got to make sure you get some of all of it.
Let's see what we got here. What is this? What is this dark bit? Oh, that's a mushroom. Oh, I don't want that.
Are we going to do it at the same time, or you want?
No,
to
go ahead.
Let's see what we got.
The chicken seemed to reconstitute okay.
No, I'm not gonna lie, that's actually pretty good.
Yeah, the rice is not bad.
I'm pretty sure I've made worse.
I'm pretty sure I've made worse too, because I'm not a cook at all.
So I'm an all right cook, but I guarantee you I've definitely made worse. So that actually is a win in my book.
Now, to be fair, a lot of these particular meals, these are the ones that a lot of people like to go head to head with Mountain House. It's just because they're really good quality. So really, you're not losing out if you select this brand or a Mountain House brand. They will be more expensive than something, say, like Backpacker's Pantry or Wise Food, but you will get, I think, the higher price. You're going to get a better entree, as most people who do these reviews will tell you, especially over Wise and some of the lower cost brands. I will say this: it looks appetizing. Like, the look doesn't put you off to eating it.
It doesn't. And I'm going to do the Andrew Zimmern thing. The bald-headed guy who does the travel show, or used to. You don't take one bite, you have to take at least two.
All right, fair enough. I'll take another bite.
That really isn't bad. That's got a good flavor to it. Everything reconstituted pretty good. It's not too rich. Rice has got a good consistency.
And you can always punch it up with well, actually, that's not what you're going to have, because this is the freeze dried, not the MRE. But if you were to take this backpacking or camping or hiking, obviously, in your kit, you would have a little spice kit. So you would have maybe a seasoned blend, maybe like a salt and garlic mix, or just a straight up, crushed pepper. Mm-hmm. So that would, enhance it to whatever your particular palate is, if you felt so inclined. But it does have seasoning, but of course it's not overpowering at all. No. It's not like it hits you in the back of the throat or anything like that. But it's not bland. I guess that's a fair assessment. It's not bland.
It doesn't. It's not bland. It's not overpowering, and nothing tastes, I guess you'd say, old or out of date kind of thing. So I mean, it's actually pretty good.
Yeah.
And you thought I was gonna not like it all.
Oh no, I knew you probably wouldn't have a problem with this. It's these two right here. These two are the ones that I'm curious about, because generally a lot of this, like, I don't have a problem with the freeze dried stuff. My particular experience has always been with the Mountain House products, and I've never had a problem with some of the Mountain House products. And I know that this is on par with them, so my expectations were that I wasn't going to be like, oh God, this is gross. I figured this would probably be good. And also, one of the things I will say this, letting it reconstitute, giving it a little more time is definitely going to benefit you in the long run, because it just makes sure that the more dense bits, like the chicken, it makes sure that it reconstitutes properly and it's not crunchy or anything like that. So, I think it'll be more enjoyable for you. That's just a side note. Anyway, okay, so this gets a thumbs up, at least for me, because I don't like a lot of these kind of entrees. And this was good. So I will say this was good. It's packing. If you ate that, do you think, here's the question. Now here's another question. Do you think you could eat that entire portion?
Absolutely.
Okay.
100%.
So now this is sold as a 2-portion size. Now if you were to half this and you had something else, then yes, I would say this could go to 2 people. But as you said, you could polish this off yourself. And if you did so, you're looking at 740 calories. And what we got here, we got 37 grams of fat. Where's the protein? 40 grams of protein if you were to consume the whole package. So not bad for one portion, especially since it's chicken. So yeah, so that obviously lets you know that there is a good amount of chicken in there, and it actually does look like there's a good amount of chicken bits in there, and that's obviously where that protein is going to come from. Okay, so I will hand you the vegetable barley stew, and I will open this rice with vegetables. And these are made by Sapaco, so these are going to be standard retort pouches, and they do have the tear notches across the long bit, not the short bit, which is good, because like I said, if these are going to be delivered to a distressed area and you need to eat out of the pack, it's not a problem, because you can just do this right here, open it up, get your spoon, dig right in, and you can eat it directly out of the pack. So no worries. But we're not doing that because, we don't have to, and we're going to put them on a plate.
Well,
and yeah.
Right offhand, you get that good chemically MRE smell, so you can just, there we go, chemicals, there we go.
Yeah, good chemicals.
All right, so that.
Well, I tell you what, give that a sniff, because it actually smells like rice and vegetables. I'm surprised, because generally most things that come out of a retort pouch, because they do have the lining in them, the aluminum, it does kind of, I'm not going to say funkify it, but it does, a lot of stuff that comes out of the patch, the pouches does have a kind of lingering smell that is kind of unique to a retort pouch. But it doesn't look bad. Like, this is the chicken and vegetables, and you can see we did heat this stuff up. We're not eating it cold, because there's no need in it, because we're not in some emergency situation.
There's the other one.
And what was that again? The vegetable barley stew?
Vegetable barley?
Yeah, vegetable barley stew. Okay.
Well, it doesn't look that bad, but it does. It does look like it just came out of this pouch. That's for sure.
Yeah.
So are you going to try these also? Am I going to rope you into it?
I don't know, man. I might. It depends on what you say. And
he wants me to eat these so he can sit over here and eat all the sweet stuff that came.
That's right. Because I got me a plate right here, and I'm gonna put these shortbread cookies and this oatmeal cookie on it. I know about the pastry, because that's just literally a Pop-Tart. We'll open it anyway, and then we still got the vegetable crackers. So
we are going to try those also, because he mentioned it before that you said that the vegetable crackers have a different taste than a regular cracker.
Yeah, like the regular MRE crackers that just just regular standard MRE crackers, very bland, especially when they lowered the salt content on them. So in this, we got the peanut butter and the strawberry jam. I can totally see just a regular plain MRE cracker for the peanut butter and strawberry jam.
Yes.
But the fact that it's a vegetable cracker, to me, the vegetable cracker, they have a different taste because they have the vegetable bits in the matrix there that they make them out of. So to me, it was an odd choice. But technically, because they want you to eat this cold, they give you matches for some reason other that I can't figure out, and they give you sugar. So this already has a very weird feel to it. Now, you mentioned something that is needs to be said. There's a lot of sugar in this thing.
Yeah.
I mean, they give you a Pop-Tart for crying out loud.
Yep.
That's a lot of sugar. And they give you a shortbread cookie, which, let's see, what's the sugar content on that bad boy? Let's see. Where's the sugar? Sugar. Now, let's see, to be fair. Okay, now I'm turning into a liar. 15 grams. This has 15 grams of sugar in it.
Okay, the Pop-Tart has 2 servings and 13 grams per, so that's 26 grams of sugar in this.
Okay, what did I say on this? 20 something? What did I say? 15 grams of sugar in this. Then they give you
Don't forget, we got sugar too.
Yeah, and then they give you sugar as if it's not enough. Hey, here's some supplemental sugar, for you. Let's see.
I got
20 grams. 20 grams of sugar in this.
18 in the jam.
Yeah.
So we're
Loaded up on sugar.
Yeah.
So yeah.
We'll be hyper at least.
Yeah, you'll be able to run around the block after you consume all this. All right, well, hey,
Well, let's see what happens.
dig into that. Now, what is that? Like, hang on, let's see.
I don't know. I've never had
Let's see what they say on the card.
vegetable barley.
Yeah, I know you had a comment about the barley.
I thought they might be trying to give you some barley, trying to make some beer, but
Okay, so what this has water, barley, tomato paste, potato. So there's potato in there.
Mm-hmm.
It has soybean oil, corn, carrots, modified food starch. And it says contains less than 2% of bell peppers, black peppers, dextrose, of course, garlic powder, dehydrated onions, salt, pepper. See that look? I'm telling you, I'm watching.
I want to lie and say that it's great.
But
that smell, I can definitely taste.
It permeates through.
I can taste the smell for sure, and it's.
You see, that's the bad thing. That's the one thing that I've noticed about anything that comes out of a retort pouch. That smell will somehow, like I said, permeate into the contents. Especially coming from that. You come from that to something like this.
We might should have done these first to come to this. Maybe that's because we set a pretty high standard with this, and now we're coming down to our MREs, and
Ahsoka, I promise. I know it might smell like dog food, but it's not dog food. I promise.
The dog thinks she wants to eat some, and she really don't.
Yeah.
So
what about this? I mean, what do you think? Is it on a scale of 1 to 10? What is this on a scale of 1 to 10?
Honestly, this is easily an 8.
Okay.
Honestly, if I come over to your house and you said that you was going to cook dinner for us, and you had 4 or 5 of these and you just put them in a dish and you said, I made chicken and rice, I would actually think that you made this. If you served me this,
you don't think I hated your guts?
yeah, I'd be like, this is, so we're not good friends, are we? So that's why you invited me over.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah, I don't know. It's got a weird texture because I don't know, the barley and the potatoes. If I would, like I said, if we're in a war-torn area and I haven't eaten in a while, this will probably be good. But if I'm not on a week-long excursion somehow and I finally decide to open up my MRE, this is not going to be pleasurable. It's easily a 2 or a 3.
And I'm going to tell you, go ahead, roast me in the comment section. I ain't trying it. Not trying it. If I'm in a war-torn situation or I'm outrunning some zombies, dude, I will eat that with my fingers directly out of the pouch, cold. But no, when I have an option, I'm not eating that. And I will say this, I agree with you 100% on that. It was actually good. It did not taste off-putting. It didn't taste like, okay, I have to eat this, okay, I guess what I'm trying to say is if you're camping or hiking, the initial thought might be, okay, with camping food, I'm sacrificing, right? because this is camping food, so I'm sacrificing
Yeah.
what the taste and the quality. You're going to lower that expectation. Well, the problem with these dehydrated foods like this and like the Mountain House stuff, it's really not. Your expectation can still be, it can still be pretty high.
Yeah.
With this stuff, no. Keep in mind what this is for, the military rations. These are for when you have no other option and you need to feed troops or you need to feed distressed people in maybe an isolated remote location, or like I said, there's some type of destabilization event that's happened, right?
Absolutely.
And at the end of the day, this is better than starving to death. And I will concede that. I will eat this. If I had to, I will eat it. I won't have a smile on my face, but I will eat it. Now you still got something else. You still got this rice right here.
All right. Let's trade plates, since apparently.
And this stuff, I don't know if I showed this or not, but you know, I don't know. For what it is, do you think, well, you don't have any experience with an entree like this, right? I know I certainly don't. So I don't know what my expectation would be over this. Like with this chicken and rice, I know what chicken and rice could look like be plated at a restaurant. This right here is not, you know, the presentation wise, it doesn't look bad. It looks appetizing, right? This stuff right here, would you expect something like that, like out of a Chef Boyardee can or something, or?
I probably think Chef Boyardee is probably better.
Probably better. I probably agree with that. Now this is supposed to be rice with vegetables. So this literally just has long grain rice. Oh man, a bunch of flim flam. Vegetable protein, which is soy flour, caramel color, soybean. Wow, soybean oil too. Oh man, a lot of preservatives, modified. Oh man.
I hope y'all can see the distressed look upon my face, because I'm not looking forward to this.
Go ahead and eat up.
Let's go ahead and.
It's got high fructose corn syrup, but it says it has peas, salt, and spice.
Again, the bag permeation thing is coming through again. It's not as bad on this one. All right, it's got an aftertaste.
Like good aftertaste or like regret aftertaste?
I think regrets on both the beginning and the end.
Okay.
Yeah, all right, so this is definitely better than this. I could get on board with this. If this is a 2, this is probably a 3.
So
this is definitely.
So it tastes enough to make you would rather eat that over this.
Absolutely.
That's pretty much it.
100%.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah,
that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah. I'm glad I got my beverage.
Well, you know what? It's something we didn't think about. Maybe that's why they give you so many dessert items, because they know these mains are going to be so bad that you're going to look forward to this shortbread cookie, this oatmeal cookie, and that Pop-Tart.
I think I should have put the peanut butter and jelly in that. It might have helped with the taste.
You're on your own on that one. I can't get down with that.
All right, so are we going to do the Pop-Tart too?
Yeah, we can do the Pop-Tart.
Let's do it.
I'm going to see if I can open this without completely destroying the cracker.
We're going to sit these up here a little closer for y'all's enjoyment. Since we don't control that.
Boy, look at that. Oh, no, it broke. It broke.
Let's see what, we got a brown sugar Pop-Tart. I don't expect this to be, oh, no. All right.
Okay, and if you have any experience with MRE crackers, okay, you can see, hopefully that will focus, because it's probably going to focus on us, but it does have the little vegetable bits mixed into it. Oh, you want to try that little piece right there? I mean, otherwise, it's not that big of a taste difference. Because at the end of the day, it still tastes like a...
It's not bad.
Okay, well, I'll tell you what, I'll retract my statement then. Probably putting the peanut butter and jelly on the crackers probably be fine.
Yeah, I think, yeah.
You're probably not going to...
That's better than I was expecting, to be honest with you.
Okay.
Right, and now we got the Pop-Tart open, and it actually is
A Pop-Tart.
a Pop-Tart. So, I'm sure just about everybody watching this video has had a Pop-Tart at some point in their life. But
You're not going to... A Pop-Tart's a Pop-Tart.
Well,
It's not frosted. How about that?
and it's kind of gummy. And there's 2. Well, that's...
And they're stuck together.
Yeah, that does not make it appealing.
No. And that's the beauty of vacuum sealing that bag. So yeah, just a standard Pop-Tart. Which one was it again?
Brown sugar.
Brown sugar, yeah.
That's not your standard Pop-Tart.
Oh, really?
I mean, it's a Pop-Tart, but
Tastes a little different.
it's nothing I bought at the store, that's for sure. Give it a little taste.
Well, plus 2 is 3 years old.
That's fine. Give it a little taste.
All right, I'll give it a taste.
There we go. I know some of y'all been dying to see him eat, so it took somebody else to come in.
It did.
To force him to.
It did. I've had so many comments on the MRE video that I did on my channel, and it's actually one of the best performing videos on my channel. And so many people, and all I was doing was comparing the contents between a civilian and a military ration. That's all I wanted to do. And so many people roasted me because they wanted me to open the contents up and eat them. And I'm like, they're from the same manufacturer, either Ameriqual, Sapaco, so it's going to literally be the same food items. And the funny thing about that is, everybody's palate's different, you know. Taste is very subjective. It's subjective to me, you, and you. So just because I say something's good, and I'm going to always go back to the MRE pizza. If you want to really test how much you will eat this food, get that MRE pizza. Because them MRE pizzas, man, them things are, they're rough. To call that a pizza is rough.
Now, that's interesting. This actually has strawberry bits in it.
Really?
Yeah, I'm sitting here feeling the contents, and it actually has little bits of strawberry in it.
Well, you know, I'll say this: the Pop-Tart, it tasted.
You like it?
It was fine. I didn't see nothing wrong with it. You didn't like it?
I mean, if I was hungry, it would be great, but I'd take your cookies over there that you're going to eat over that Pop-Tart any day of the week.
All right.
Maybe it was just that it was vacuum sealed, and
it could have been
just
yeah.
Because it kind of does. There's no delineation between the pastry itself and the filling. It's kind of the pastry itself is kind of a little bit moist.
It merged into
it. It's moist, and it kind of just it was like there.
And plus that could also be from the vacuum sealing process, because when you put these foods in there and you're really compressing. And let me tell you something: the military, they got some heavy duty vacuum sealers. Like these companies, man, they can vacuum seal like these crackers. I mean, they turn them to where they're hard as a board.
You know what? I want to say something to all you MRE making people. Can you please at least one time put crunchy? I know most everybody's a creamy person, and that's fine. But I love crunchy. Can we at least get some crunchy somewhere?
And you know what was bad is the crunchy peanut butter. So many people love the crunchy peanut butter, the MRE peanut butter.
So if anybody can in the comment section, please let us know who puts crunchy peanut butter in their MREs, because I want to buy a few. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I'm going to give this a whirl on your vegetable cracker.
All right.
I think I wanted to make a comment about that earlier. Vegetable cracker?
No.
You're kind of a vegetable and you're definitely a cracker. Let's see.
Yeah. Okay, so we got a shortbread cookie and an oatmeal cookie. I already know the oatmeal cookie's good because I've had them before.
Let me tear it off.
Yeah, go ahead. Tastes like an oatmeal cookie. Very sweet, very more. I will say this: if you go to the grocery store and you buy some, like oatmeal cookies that you would give your kids, these things, they're a lot sweeter.
Yeah,
it's a lot sweeter.
It really is. I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah, most people don't. When they first try one of these particular cookies, it really hits you like, wow, man, it's sweet, and it is sweet.
I mean, if somebody brought coffee, you can just grind some of that up and sprinkle it in.
Yeah, there you go.
Sweeten the coffee.
And again, this would be good with a cup of coffee.
It really would.
And they gave you no coffee.
Yeah.
So, U.S., whatever. I don't know what to tell you. But I do know that these particular rations, these HDR rations, they also give them out. They gave them out a lot in New Orleans after Hurricane Katrina.
Yeah, Katrina, yes, they did.
And because we live down here in the South, so we go to a lot of the hurricanes, and a lot of times, what is it? It's the National Guard. It's the National Guard that comes out.
Yeah,
they come out and they do all this. So yeah, they'll give, they'll set up places, and they'll give out cases of these HDRs or standard MREs, because I think during Katrina, close to where I live, you could go up and they would give you like a case of water.
They would.
They would give you a case of water, and then they would give you like a case of MREs, which was really good. But living down here, we live with these storms. So I was prepared. I had gas for my grill. I had food in my deep freezer. That was totally fine. So, I made it through there just fine.
While we're talking about it, shout out to all the military and first responders. Thank you for all that you do.
Yes, yes. definitely. Because this gentleman right here is a retired veteran. So yeah, he did his duty.
Go Coast Guard. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Y'all can,
So-
I want to see the haters on that one. I'm talking about go Coast Guard. Semper Paratus all day. So all your Marines and your Navy guys, yeah.
But just be careful, because if you come down south and you get in trouble in navigable water, this is the guy that's gonna dispatch people to rescue you. So be easy with them comments.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. All right. So didn't it say it was strawberry?
It said strawberry. Ooh, that's some questionable looking strawberry.
I want y'all to see that. That's. I mean,
Yeah.
It almost stands. Oh wow. All right.
It's very, very brown. You think that could be like something to do with the acidic? Or maybe? I don't know.
I don't know.
How's it taste?
I mean, it's not bad. Definitely, the look of it is very off-putting. If you've ever cooked before, like, oh shoot, I don't know, beef or something like that, and you let the fat sit in the bottom and it congeals, that's the kind of look and consistency that it has.
Yeah, there you go. You can see that good. That's the color of the strawberry jam. And I don't readily see, let's see if I can find a date code on this bad boy. Just see how long this is.
I'm going to go ahead and give this a whirl while he looks for a date.
Okay. Well, there actually is a date code right here. But boy, I cannot make that out though. Let's see if I can make that out. Yeah, 2000. It's still 2019. So yeah. No good?
I'm not a fan. I'm not going to lie.
So worst case scenario, you just skip it. You just go to the peanut butter.
Definitely go for the peanut butter.
Okay. Yeah, of course. It's MRE. It's MRE peanut butter. If you know anything about MRE peanut butter, it's always a go-to.
Yeah. It's kind of like the government cheese they used to give away. So good back in the day. Yeah, I can go for the peanut butter.
All right. So what do you think? I guess what's our final thoughts here on the HDR rations? Well, the HDR rations, you're going to get a lot of dessert items, more so than you would in a standard military MRE, because generally you do not get 3 dessert items in an MRE. You only get 1. So you got that going for it. The peak refuel, thumbs up. Which to me, that was no surprise. I knew that was going to be good. Yeah. That's why it was Brad's idea to pick the least appetizing one of the bunch, because when you're looking at these, they're going to be good. So the only fairest thing to do, hey, let's just pick the one that looks like it would probably be the least appetizing. Yeah,
because we talked about it. It's like we talked about earlier, the breakfast one. You can't go wrong with a breakfast, and that actually looks appealing. Yeah,
that would make you hungry. Like if you pulled that out. And unfortunately, Mountain House didn't give you pictures like that. Theirs is just, it's just a picture of some people enjoying the food, but not a picture of the food itself. So yeah. But anyway, that's we set out to accomplish what we wanted to accomplish. We opened one of these HDRs, and like I said, if you want to try for yourself some of these HDRs, this entire case that I got. Of how many did I say it was? It was 10. There was 10 actual. Now, to be fair, there were 5 menus, and we just randomly picked one. So you're probably going to get the same dessert items, but the entrees are going to have a little bit of deviation. I don't know how you're going to get 5 different deviations. I don't know how that works. But if you want, hit me up in the comment section down below. If you want me to open one of all the other ones to compare the contents, to see where the differences lie, I will do that. And like I said, if you want to try them out yourself, I will put a link to Sportsman's Guide in the comments section. And they have these cases as of the recording of this video for around $45. If you're a member, I think it's only like $50. So it's not bad if you want to pick these up for yourself. So you can give them a try. So with that, anything else?
No, I appreciate you having me on your show.
Yeah.
Glad you got to at least experience some good food.
So yeah, it's just interesting that one of my best friends named Brad.
It's not a joke.
Can't forget his name. So yeah. But anyway, if you made it this far, thank you. I greatly appreciate it. Give me a thumbs up on this video, or give me a comment of anything, any observation that you had, that you made. If you got anything to add, if you got a question for either one of us, any criticisms, hit the comment section. I always like hearing the feedback, and I greatly appreciate it. And yeah, I'll put a subscription button over here, next video over here. And yeah, with that, I think we're out of here. Yeah, so takeaway, if you're looking for something other than Mountain House, check out Peak Refuel. I believe, if memory serves, they're comparable in price, especially per unit. I think you're going to pay around, what, 12, 13-ish bucks on the single if you buy them off the rack. So price is going to be about the same. Quality, I'm going to say it's pretty much trading one for the other. You're going to get a good quality product either one. So, and these HDRs, man,
just don't have to need them.
Yeah, there you go. All right, guys. Thank you, and we will see you next time. Peace.